Sitting here with Bert Hoak on the balcony of the Hotel Ohana. Bert was just telling me a story about asking for the hand of his wife many years ago here in Phnom Penh, Cambodia.
Well, we're in Phnom Penh, but I had to go with my...
Oh, you went to her village?
My wife to her village.
Right.
In Siem Reap.
Right.
And at the time, I was possessed of a wonderful, luxuriant beard down to here. I have pictures to prove it. Oftentimes,
I've seen the trim beard. Even that was...
Oh, no, this was trimmed off nicely.
Oh, my God.
Yes. And it looked like, as I said earlier, it's like straight out of the Old Testament. It was like she was betrothed to Elijah. And I oftentimes put flowers in my beard, kind of decorate it and add a certain fragrance and air of glamour and dignity. But it was something that was kind of alien to Cambodia, especially to a remote village.
Sure.
Especially to her father, who found it beyond alien, perhaps even, if not offensive, certainly frightening.
Yeah.
Her niece, her nephews were terrified.
Right.
But anyway, I went and I asked for her hand. And my wife had her sister, who spoke a little better English, interpreting for us. And my father-in-law, soon-to-be father-in-law, said, "Well, do you have a wife in America?" I said, no, I've never been married before. I have no wife in America. And he asked,
How old were you, Bert, at the time?
44.
Yeah.
I said, I have no wife in America. I've never been married before. And he asked a few more questions, and then he said, tell me of your wife in America. And he said, I have no wife in America. I've never been married before. And I think at that point in time, at that age, he must have thought surely I was a liar, or there was something seriously wrong with me, that I had never been married, as handsome of a fellow as I was, and still am. And he again asked of my wife in America, and I said, no wife in America, never married before. And then my wife said to her father, well, what do you think? And he said, if you are not married, I am happy for both of you. And that was as close to getting a blessing as I got from him, although we did become closer later on.
Just in a short story, how did you meet your wife?
Short story from me? I've never...
the Reader's Digest condensed version, you know.
Oh, okay.
But how did you meet your wife?
My wife, how did I meet her?
The reason I'm especially curious because of the beard.
Okay.
I mean, once anybody gets to know you, they know that you're the most gracious, outgoing, fun guy, intelligent, and all that sort of stuff. But
of course.
But the initial thing, of course, especially in Cambodia, it would be quite unusual to see a man in that.
Time, I was working as a UN volunteer in Siem Reap, and I had gone to electoral headquarters, provincial electoral headquarters, and I was reading my mail, and a woman come in, a young lady come in, and she had a krama around her head, obviously to guard against the dust from the road coming in, and she was coming in and being offered a contract to work for the UN, UNTAC, at that time, the United Nations Transitional Authority in Cambodia. And she came in, and I looked up, and I thought, oh, this is an attractive Cambodian woman, young lady, and the two UN staff come out, and they told her they had a position for her, and her whole face lit up.
How nice.
And I thought, I could look at that smile for the rest of my life.
I know what you mean. That's beautiful.
2 months later, 6 weeks later, I was transferred to another office.
Well, now, were you interacting with her before that transfer? No, not at all.
And I was transferred to another office from the district I had been in. They moved me to a more remote district.
Right.
And I walked in, and I was introduced to the Cambodian staff that I was going to be working with. And lo and behold, there is that smiling face.
Oh, beautiful.
Again, I said, oh my goodness, there's that girl I saw in the office. And here it is, 18 years, no, yes, 18 years and 20 days ago that we died.
Wow.
Today's the 20th?
I think so, yeah.
The 20th, 18 years and 21 days, perhaps.
Beautiful story, Bert. Thank you.
You're quite welcome.